long to
What I really need
reconnect?
to do is
Yeah, do that.
start up my
God.
Etsy again and actually sell some of the shit I make, because I can only wear so much of it myself.
Yeah, I would. Yeah, that was sort of our plan as well.
Okay.
Because it's something fun we can do that can also be sold.
Alright, we should be fine now.
Yay.
Looks like everything's running properly. Just took a hot minute, but I'm glad it happened now instead of later. Okay, so your plan is to not capture the frog and leave Fremp in his box.
And yes, and have Tiska become Frog.
Okay. You observe the pink spot, the what was it, gray pink spotted tree frog? Just pink spotted tree
I think it was
frog?
the pink spotted tree frog, but yeah.
Okay. You observe this frog, and then you leave it be. And that's it.
That's it.
Wait, why do you need a frog?
The model for jewelry.
I'll tell you when you're older.
Because what,
Don't want to ask more questions now, but okay.
Don't worry about it, it's fine.
That's my line. How dare you?
Oh, it was pretty easy, actually.
Alright.
We gonna fight.
So, you turn back and leave this garden. You leave it peacefully, as it was.
take only druid memories, leave only footprints.
You
And the
can
Trail of the Snake.
move back out into the main roadway that you were on before, which leads
Real
out.
quick question. Did
Yes.
the frog make any interesting noises while we were there?
That is a good question.
It probably made a frog croak, but it's nothing special.
No.
I don't know.
Here I
That's
was gonna
pretty special.
imitate it, just to enjoy.
Tree frogs make kind of a, like, weird, high, repetitive chirping. It's not like a ribbit.
I don't exactly come from somewhere tropical, so this is new to me.
Okay. You can now make a tree frog noise. There are tree frogs in the Midwest, you know.
Yeah, but this one is different.
That's valid.
Also, yours hometown is less like the Midwest, more like Ireland's cliffsides.
Your hometown is almost on the
True.
equator. But it is kind
It
of...
is?
Yeah.
Keep forgetting where we put it.
I know, and the equator's in a really weird spot. But it is on the coast with direct, like, storm front hitting all the time. Because of the rotational pattern of the planet. It's the climate. It was a whole thing. It's not like...
It doesn't get this kind of tree frog.
Yes.
So
It's
it's
not like
special there.
equatorial tropics. So,
No, this is...
You know, it's special in my heart.
it's special in mine too. Anyway,
Frog visage acquired.
frog visage.
Where to
acquired.
next?
You can follow the river, which moved through the city.
Do I know anything about whose garden that might have been?
I very much doubt it. It's just a garden somewhere in this city.
Was it like a religious significance kind of thing?
Looked residential.
And I wouldn't have had the time to know everybody in
No, not
the
at all.
residency by the time I got here.
Not at all.
It was worth a shot.
Unfortunately, your time in this city was short and rather busy.
Yeah, and ended rather violently.
That's correct. Which, actually, on that note, the road you're taking will lead past the gate where you died.
Oh, that's fun.
I died here. Good view. 2 out of 10 stars.
Fun.
Wouldn't recommend.
That's like that one national parks review that like got stabbed here.
Yeah. Yeah. Got impaled 3 times in the chest here.
Oh no.
decently rated.
But the view was nice. 2 out of 5 stars.
Ate 300 chicken nuggets at the McDonald's right next to this. Got paralyzed from the waist down. Would recommend. Would do again.
Yeah.
I think I've seen that one. But yes, the road you're taking leads out through the gate that you defended.
Misa has not said a fucking word like this entire time.
I'll sidle up. So, how's it going?
It is strange to be back.
Understandable. You good?
The last time I saw this city was about to be over.
So not good.
No, not particularly.
Understandable.
But it must be done.
Do you want to talk about it?
Is there anything to talk about? I died here. Most of the people, if they did not get out, also died or converted.
Yeah.
And due to this being a very religious city, as it is a temple city, most of them most likely died. We were not easily cowed.
Yeah, that's not great.
There were many who chose death. No matter how brutal that meant.
So very not good.
I am alright.
Cool. I'll reach up and pat her on the shoulder. Probably have to hop, but whatever.
You will lean down to allow this.
Thanks.
I will allow this.
It is appreciated.
Alright. And with that, you do come to the end of the roadway and see before you a large, somehow after all this time, still intact wooden gate in the stone wall that surrounds this place. One of its large doors, thank you, Helene, for stepping on my keyboard. One of its large doors is still shut, and the other one has been broken open and stands open.
Can I peek in?
It leads out to the jungle.
Oh, okay.
I'm going to peek at the other door. The one that's still closed.
It is a large wooden door. You are on the interior side of this gateway.
No, like, I want to go out and look.
Okay. Yeah, you recognize this door.
I sure do!
You died here, fam.
Out of character, I'm just like, I want Misa to just tap this door and go, ah yes, this was my door.
You did a
Yeah,
great job of holding the door, to be fair.
Can we get an oof in the chat?
You look it over, and you do even find the old, deep scars on the wood where you know blades dug into it.
Time has not worn this away yet.
What's your passive up again?
Fuck, what is my passive? Hold on.
It's 11. You are
So,
absorbed by this thought.
Mir, by the way, still has true seeing up.
Okay,
Peering around, making sure nothing's sneaking up to murder us.
sure. You all kind of look around. It seems that Tiska is... Or not Tiska, it seems that Misa is really focused on this door for some reason.
Can I look at the ground,
Sure.
Can I poke the door?
see
Sure.
if there's anything left?
Roll perception.
Got a real nice door here. Well crafted.
I don't know.
Misa hearing all of this,
Bet I could punch it
internally
open if I
going.
tried.
internally sighing so hard. That was a not good enough.
You glance around, but you don't see anything.
Dice jail.
Temp, you notice something.
Yes. What do my elf eyes see?
Were you looking at the door, or were you just kind of around?
I mean, I guess I was the one who made comments about how punching it. So I guess I was probably looking at it.
Okay, you look at the door, and you do notice it is very, very, very old. Mirror, I want to say this bears traces of magic, as does the wall around the city. Mostly abjuration, as would be expected. But that's probably why it's still standing after all this time as well. Temp, you notice there are a couple of large, sort of deeper wounds in the door. Specifically 3 of them that you really notice, and one of them because you see that on the very edges of it there are little fragments of rust. Like there was something embedded in it, but it was removed. And after whatever it was in there rusted.
Okay, so some sort of change was well, maybe not recent, but somewhat recent, at the very least. Like, in terms of the time scale of when Misa died versus this. Recent.
And with your passive of 23, you actually find the thing that was removed.
Oh?
It is... Well, it's like a spear point, but it's half again as long as your forearm and barbed.
And that be why it hurts so much.
And it is laying on the forest floor, on top of some of this leaf litter, perpendicular to... Not perpendicular, it is parallel to the door.
Okay, so are we talking more like boar spear, or are we talking more like ballista bolt?
Let me... What was the first one?
Boar spear?
Let me see what that looks like.
Misa will at this point elaborate what the door's importance is to anyone who did not realize.
We're
Here, Falcon.
more boar spear.
Okay.
Yes.
And also that's for the rest of the chat as well.
This... I suppose you could say this was my door to hold. You can see that it did not go so well. It did not go so well.
Mira just scooches over and gives you a hug.
It's hug time.
Thank you, Lee.
So yes. That is what you have discovered. It lays on the ground again, with its point pointing to the right instead of at the door, which strikes you as a little bit odd.
Almost like someone laid it there on purpose. Can I look in the direction that it's pointing and see if there's anything there?
Yeah, you glance to the right and you see jungle.
Is this pointed
Can I
out to the
also
rest of
look
the
in-
group?
Yeah.
Okay.
Can I
Or
also
Misa-
look in the direction it's pointing?
So just for clarity, Temp's not gonna hide anything from the group.
Okay.
So he's just gonna
Right.
share by default, unless like something specifically happens.
Cool.
Cool.
Before Misa fucks with it, because she's going to in a second.
Of course she's going to.
Can I also look in the direction the spear point was pointing?
Misa was going to do the same thing.
Yeah.
Sure.
But what she was going to do is try and see if there is something important to that direction. To her memory.
Just jungle in the city wall as it curves around.
Does the river follow that direction?
No. The river is to your... Well, yes, technically the river is to your right. Because the Oxbow Lake was to... If you're facing the door, the Oxbow Lake is technically to your left.
See.
And it's pointing to our right.
Yes.
Can I look for anything else out of place in its pointing direction?
Sure. Do you want to follow it?
I'm picking it up first.
Okay. You will notice that that is the only spear point around. The other two are missing.
She just looks at it, looks it over for a second, pockets it.
Okay. Alright, you head that direction?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
You start to move into the jungle to the right of the door. Mir, with your true seeing, you notice almost a faint haze in the air, like a fog. But you can't get any clearer interpretation of what that is other than a faint fog.
Misa cannot stealth in this. And her armor.
Mir will let y'all know what she sees.
None of you feel anything magically or anything, though.
Yeah. That's
Do you
right.
want me
Carefully
to go
approach
and...
the frog? Fog? Lah.
Do you want me to go ahead of the group, guys? I can at least stealth.
Like, is this like a little patch of fog, or is this like a big bank of fog
Probably
ahead?
big fog,
It's just a
and-
faint haze in the forest.
I think
It's very
Hessa
subtle.
would probably stick with Hessa if
Is
there's
it
some sort of forward party going on.
Yeah.
is said
Misa will be up
haze
there.
person-sized, spread out over the forest?
It's just like fog. It's not a distinct shape or
Okay.
anything.
Okay, that's. I was just trying to get like, was this a thing spread across the forest that we could see, or is it like a person-shaped haze in the middle of the path?
No, yeah, it's just weather. But you're the only one
Okay.
that can see it.
Oh.
Interesting.
Detect magic?
There
Can I
is
tell what kind of school I think? And would it?
very, very, very faint traces of abjuration and illusion magic.
Ah, probably stuff that was hiding the city.
It's only to the right.
Oh.
Can I look
Can
to
I
see
walk
if
up to
someone's...
the patch of haze?
Can I look to see if there's like a path here? If someone has like been through here?
Yeah, sure. On both of those. You can easily walk up to and into the fog as soon as you enter the right side of the forest on the right
I
side
wasn't
next to
gonna
the
go
city
straight
wall.
into it yet, but
Misa's.
I was about to say I was.
Yeah, as
going
soon as
to.
you go in
oh,
to the forest there, you're in it. But nothing happens.
Can I investigate that little patch? Little
It's
area?
the whole
Anything
forest
cool?
on the right
Oh,
side.
never mind.
It's just kind of all over that jungle.
I guess unless I spot anything or notice anything bad.
Can I...
Can you... Alpha?
Can I look around to see if there were any signs of not necessarily recent, but like movement through here?
Yeah, sure. First off, did you go into the right side of the forest?
Yes.
Okay. Go ahead and roll perception.
That is a nat 1.
I was about to say I'm probably following behind Misa, so
Oof.
So are we on
I
a
don't know if I
common
need to do
spaceship
that
again?
too.
Go ahead.
And that was what?
Perception.
Can I also do that thing?
Sure.
Perception 20, not natural.
Mm-hmm. Oh god, that was loud. Sorry.
Is that a
Ow.
warning dove?
Yeah, there's a dove outside.
Oh,
I was talking about my accidental really loud swallow of water, though.
Oh,
We heard the bird.
We were distracted by the bird.
Oh, thank
we heard
god.
the bird, not
We were
the-
very distracted by bird.
Yeah, so
Is
is
it the
Helene.
bourgeois- Bourgeoisie?
You said?
We heard a bird, not big sippy. Don't worry, you're good.
is it the bourgeoisie?
No.
24.
Okay. Yeah. 2 words. Skylark.
Two words. Same as Aura's reach.
Yeah. Alright. Yes, you got a 20, a 24, and a 1. Misa, you don't notice anything as you're moving. Tiska and Mir. No, Mir. No, Hessa. Damn. Names, I'm sorry, I'm messing up all the names today.
It's
Tiska...
been too long.
It really has. Tiska and Hessa, you guys are with Misa, and you're moving along, and you realize that without really intentionally doing it, you've been sort of following the wall of the city, which is it's been an even distance from your left side this whole time. You're kind of following it as it curves around. And just as you're kind of looking to see, are you on a path or something? Did you subconsciously follow a path? You both notice something which is clearly visible, despite the fact that it's covered by undergrowth. It catches your eye. It's a dull gray shape on the forest floor.
I'll go up to it.
It
do you
is
see?
Poke,
a
poke.
spear point, probably half again as long as your forearm, and barbed.
Nasty.
What direction is it pointing?
The same way you've been going.
Okay.
Well, I guess we follow it then, but I don't like this.
Fantastic.
Do not like this, Sam. I am.
You continue?
Yeah.
Yeah.
I am. Yeah, I'm going to turn into a cat.
Okay.
Tisk turns herself into a cat.
You continue
Shit I've ever seen.
following it. And now that you're really looking, there is almost a path here. And you can't, like, see it, but you can sort of tell, like, there's a little bit more clearance through the underbrush. And just, there's not any major trees in this slightly winding line. And it's just so very subtle, but it is there. You are on some kind of path that someone created. Possibly animals. Could be an animal trail.
But that wouldn't explain spear points.
It wouldn't.
Yeah.
You continue for...
Misa has her halberd out, just as
Okay.
precaution.
Flicker is out as well.
You hear the sounds of animals, birds around you. Occasionally a tree frog. Or a distant snuffling of some creature. You continue for another few minutes, and before long, you spot another dark shape on the forest floor.
Is it another spare point?
It is a third spear point.
Misa's been also like collecting the breadcrumbs.
You know, these
She-
seem to be pointing us somewhere.
She knows these spear points. They're hers now.
Oh dear.
Can I stealth ahead?
Sure. This one's
Misa,
pointing
come.
angled a little more, actually a lot more, towards the city wall.
there anything like on or in the city wall where it is pointing?
Sure. You wanna go look?
I also want to
Yes.
go look.
Okay. Book, go ahead and roll stealth for Hessa.
Whee!
I want to redeem my awkward rolls.
Some things can't ever be forgiven.
30.
All right.
All right, you
On a
disappear.
bicycle.
I'm wasting my good rolls.
Kaimi is sticking close to you guys.
21 for perceptioning around just to see if there's anything.
Egg
hiding
is
or
still with
watching us.
Kaimi.
Okay. And Tiska, you wanted to go with Hessa?
Yeah.
Roll stealth.
Yeah.
All right.
I just wanted to look at the wall.
Sure, yeah, I'm trying to handle all these ones.
Yeah.
Where did my die go? I literally just. Oh.
It died.
I just want to point out that Egg is with Kaimi.
Okay. I'll handle the wall first. There is a breach in the wall. It looks like it was knocked inwards.
I'm assuming this is not recent at all.
No.
Yeah. Can I hop up? Do I see what caused it?
No, you do not. There is no... If you're looking for, like, a siege engine or something, there's nothing there. It just looks like this portion of the wall was broken inwards.
Does it?
Got an 18 on stealth, by the way.
Okay. Alpha, what was that?
I don't remember. So Misa's just going to pick up the third spear point.
Okay. Hessa, you are going in, or...
Yeah.
Okay.
Still
You and
stealth.
Tiska. Alright. We have 30 and an 18. You guys move forwards into this breach into the city. And you see that it opens into what looks like a back... Probably was a garden or something once upon a time. You can see there is a road leading to this, but when you look out onto it, it is completely cut off from the main city by rubble, by collapsed buildings.
So this is probably where they first started their destruction here.
You take a look around, roll perception. Yes, it does.
Okay.
11.
You look around, and as you move into this garden area, you also see that it connects to the body of what looks like a small building of some sort, perhaps a religious one. It's really impossible to tell. You don't notice anything particularly interesting, but as you go in, you move up and find that you have startled a large, colorful bird.
Is it friend-shaped?
It's a large bird, and when it sees
So yes.
when it sees Tiska as a cat, it flutters away into the rafters of this building. But Tiska, you are not focused on the bird. The bird is not what has caught your attention. What has caught your attention is, in the far end of this building, a bunch of the roof has caved in, but where it caved in to would have been...
I'm saving that.
Oh my god!
Holy shit!
Oh my god, that's good.
Incredible.
Holy shit!
That's
Sorry,
amazing.
I just had to.
That was such a good, just like, you dropped it, no. Didn't say anything.
Oh, that's amazing.
God, I
So
love
good.
That There's nothing to say.
Oh, I love it. I love it.
If I can make that my Twitter banner, I'm going to.
God.
I can make it a different proportion if you need to. Let me know.
God.
Anyway,
Wow.
the bird and something else.
Bird.
Yes.
Bird
things
and
in the
caved-in
room.
roof.
There was a caved-in roof, and you notice that where the sort of rafters and the shingles and whatever would have fallen, they've actually been cleared out of the way, and you now see on this slightly damp floor, there's a deep scrape mark, like something has been dragged across these stones, and it was something very heavy. And then you notice at the far end of the room, where the sun kind of shines in through that hole in the roof, there is a wooden kitchen table that has been set up in the center of that rear wall, and leaned against it is a very familiar shield.
Ooh.
Oh ho ho.
Do I
Misa
see
has not-
this?
Misa has not come in.
That's correct.
Do I see this?
After Tiska notices it, you will.
Yeah. I'm gonna go over to it and point it out as a cat.
I'm gonna go over and just kind of touch the shield. Look around. What's here besides the shield? I guess.
The only other thing you notice is that there are a few old coins scattered across the ground in front of it, and a single hibiscus flower.
How fresh is the flower?
It's fairly wilted.
Fresh as fuck. Wait, no.
But it
Fresher
can't...
than
it-
like 1,000 years, though.
Yeah.
Definitely. It can't be more than a couple weeks old.
Oh.
Yeah.
Wait, what?
No, if,
I'm
if it's just wilting, that means it's been placed there within a month.
I pick up
Yeah.
the flower.
You pick up the
So-
flower. It is kind of... It's getting a little gross, because it's been there for a while.
This should not. This is still gross, but it should not be this fresh. This is. Oh boy.
Are there any other signs of a sapient entity movement? I guess.
No?
I'm assuming it's taken them a little bit doing all of this, right?
Mm-hmm.
Misa's going in after them.
Lurker.
Lurker, no.
You head through the breach in the city wall to this area, which would be inaccessible from the actual city proper due to the collapsed buildings. And you can
Mira
find
follows the large snake.
that very overgrown courtyard garden area and the building.
I will go into the building.
Yeah, you notice Hessa over at the far end. Well, she's stealth, so no, you don't. But looking around, you can see.
I would know that shield anyway.
Yeah, it's the same one that you've got on your back. Except this one's a lot older. Or it looks a lot older, anyway.
This is where you...
1 to seconds shield.
No. Let it stay.
Hey look, someone left you money.
The person who wielded it died a long time ago. Let this be a memory for them.
Mir hugs Misa again.
Mir, it is clear to you
Yes?
that this is a makeshift shrine.
That was the joke of the leaving money to... I suppose it would probably be more to Bashini rather than or to the fallen warriors in general rather than Misa specifically.
Indeed.
Probably.
Who's left to leave you a shrine, though?
That is a good question.
Maybe there's some kind of followers of older traditions still about.
I'm gonna pick up one of the coins. Is this like... Does this look like
Does it
anything
look like one of
I
my
recognize?
coins?
It looks like one
Yeah.
of Misa's coins, not one of the current coins. Actually, it's a mix.
It's got an old
The one-
god minted on the back.
The one that you pick up
mix?
has an older design, but there are newer designed coins scattered in there too.
I'm gonna pick up a few of them.
Okay.
Can I look around the building and see if I can spot any other signs of activity?
Sure. Roll perception.
Tiska
I
is going
guess-
to.
perception.
Tiska's gonna jump up onto. Misa's shoulder.
Non-natural 20.
Okay. You look around. It appears that this is the main thing that's in here, is this shrine. But what you do notice is that the ground in front of it has been cleared, probably specifically as a place for someone to kneel, if they so desire. And the only traffic seems to have been in and out through that hole in the wall.
Can I investigate for, like, prints? Maybe, like, maybe if somebody has been to this shrine, which way they might have gone?
You'd have to do, like, a tracking for that. And you would be tracking an entity you don't know what it is.
Can I at least see, like, maybe which way something went? Or at least
Lisa-
attempt?
Alpha, go on.
Sorry. Misa is going to lay the 3 spear points in front of it and pray.
Okay. Hessa, you want to do that? Go ahead and roll survival.
Ooh,
You can
I'm great at
certainly-
that, guys!
You can give it a shot.
Oh,
I
hell
actually
yeah.
legitimately am great at survival. Can I
You can try.
can I roll? Okay.
11,
So
you
I
have no
think
idea.
Something like scrying on sort of the flower would give us anything about whoever left it, or do I think the connection would be too tenuous?
The connection might also scare the shit out of the person if they notice it.
Yeah, it's fine.
They might think it's the Trifarian.
Yeah, it's fine. Just
true.
do it.
Okay, you want to cast scrying on the owner of the flower?
I mean, I was just wondering whether I would think there would even be enough of a connection to make it before I use the spell slot.
No.
Like,
You're the cleric?
knowing
Absolutely
a general
not.
idea of it.
This flower was given to the god that it was offered to. It no longer has connection to its offerer.
Okay.
If you try to scry whoever is associated with the flower, the spell will fizzle and bounce because you're going to try and scry a god. That doesn't work.
Yeah, that's not gonna. Nope.
11 and
Yeah.
13, you guys have no idea where this person went or how long ago.
Hessa is hearing Misa mutter in a slightly older yuan-ti, just a little bit, funerary rites.
As you're doing this, Misa, you are struck with something of an understanding. The spear points were deliberately laid down to be a path to this place.
And we removed them.
I'm gonna
We
take out
will-
some...
She will lay her hand on the shield for a moment. And then say, someone put the spirit points back. So that this place may be found again by someone else.
I'm gonna
Temple
grab 'em.
somewhere? Yeah.
Grab them and go place them.
Yeah. Someone recognized the symbol on your shield and bothered dragging it from the city gate to this secret place and then leaving a trail. so that others could find it, if they were meant to see it.
When I get back, is Misa still in front of it praying?
Yes.
I'm gonna take out a few candles and, like, light them.
I got a 21 to check for tracks.
No.
Denied.
Yes. In that case, I will simply add a little offering as well. Probably a
Has
slightly
his-
stale bread roll.
Misa will leave one of her bottles of dye.
Okay.
And she'll say, "Not like you, Mona."
That's everything that's here.
There is no point in staying here for too long.
Chat actually brings up, do you remember the exact spots where you picked the spear points up? Interesting with that, Hessa, when you go to put them back, you just kind of know. You know where they feel right to go.
Okay.
Was I muted for what I was saying?
Yes, I believe so.
Probably.
I was gonna ask, hey Misa, how do you write in yuan-ti the resistance lives?
Oh, Christ.
Oh no.
I can write it for you if you want, but I know the old, not the new.
Evil revolution, comrades.
Wow.
I thought I would, we just leave a note here. I've got some ink and paper.
Okay.
So yeah,
Maybe.
we do that, and I'll just leave it in a little pouch
I'm
On the,
leaving a handful of coins as well.
Okay.
by the shrine. Alright, guys. Where to next?
Tisca will go back into the person form and attempt to use Druidcraft to revitalize the flower.
Yeah, that works.
Cool.
You return it to a previous, fresher state. You are breathing loudly into the microphone.
I'm so sorry.
You return it to a previous, unsullied state, and it regains its bright orange coloration with its pink dots.
Nice.
Birdie.
Misa, before she gets up, Misa is going to take a single scale, probably from her shoulder, and just there.
Okay. It
Someone
gleams in the
who is-
sun.
Someone who is gone.
I love it.
I'm gonna stay for a second after everyone leaves the room.
Okay.
Kind of like go through my bag for a second and panic, leave like a handful of candies, and then take off a scale as well and put it next to Misa's and then leave.
It does hurt to yank one of your own scales off. I will say that.
Yes.
Ow.
Yeah,
Well, yes. That's
Misa knew exact.
half
Yeah,
the point.
Okay.
yeah. She yanked one of the bigger ones out for a reason.
Both of you take a single hit point of damage.
Cool.
Rip.
Do you need a band-aid?
I'll accept that.
I'll
Alright.
accept
Yeah,
that.
Mira, after leaving her offering, is gonna go stand outside and just kind of look up at the sky for a bit. Let the Snursons have their time.
It's a really lovely sky. A little bit cloudy. Mostly cloudy. But there's some sun that occasionally shines down into that little... Well, it wasn't a church, but it is now.
When Misa leaves, she sort of adjusts her armor and clears her throat and says, "There is no point in letting something like that trouble. So I would like to assume the person who died here is not who I am now. I would like to let her rest."
Well, the person you are now seems pretty good too.
I'd say semi-decent.
Thank you, little bird. And thank you,
So,
niece.
Tiska's gonna gently, like, you know that punch where it's more of like a shove with your fist than a punch?
Mm-hmm.
Where like you put more force into it after you already made contact. Tiska's gonna do that on Hess's shoulder.
Oof. I'm gonna take another hit point of damage.
No.
No, you're not. Dweeb.
So where to next, guys?
The easiest
Well-
way to get...
Just
Oh.
heading straight for Serpentome, or
I would like to know.
This is
has
actually,
been leaving this.
yeah. This shows
would
that
like to
somebody's
thank
in the
them.
area.
You have no
do we
idea
want to
who,
camp
when,
out here
where.
for a bit, or what's?
And given
I
how...
mean, I don't know how often they come by, or if they're
Yeah.
going to come back at all, or if this was just a stop on the way.
You have no idea.
In the meantime of this deliberation, Misa has started to hum an old hymn.
You are... You're moving back through the forest?
Yes.
Okay. When you...
And yeah.
When you return to the main gate, the mirror, you see the faint haze of magic in the air close behind you. And the forest, it looks as if you have never passed through it. No crushed branches, no ferns.
I wonder if the place is like hallowed in some fashion.
Looks like we can't find whoever did this in the first place anyways. Might be for the best.
I do not think
Yeah.
they would take seeing very...
I'm guessing they specifically warded it so they wouldn't be followed easily.
I believe so.
I assume so.
And that is for the best. And who knows, perhaps from that they can find us. Because if the offering is that old, back soon.
If they intend on
So-
coming back at all.
I would say, with the mixture of coin was left behind, this is a fairly regular case. And it must have been for a long time.
Should we start heading towards Serpentome, or likely to where we hope we can find some caves to the Undercity and sneak in Serpentome? That's the plan, right?
Yes.
Yes.
Okay.
The easiest way to Serpentome is to follow the river.
I guess to the river, unless any objections?
No.
To the river.
All right. As you are traveling towards the river, which is not too difficult to find, it's a very large river, and you know its vague direction. so it doesn't take you more than 20 minutes to reach its banks. As you are traveling, a fun extra little thing happens. Nyx is quite large at this point. I believe I said he was the size of a small horse earlier, and he has grown since then.
Oh boy.
Kaimi is
boy.
very small. And
Is she gonna ride Nyx?
after a short time, he pauses to crouch down and allow her to climb onto his back, so that it's
love
easier
it.
to move.
I'm not crying, you're crying.
Mira like stifles a bunch of basically the noises that I just made.
Oh.
She doesn't want to be condescending to Kaimi or anything, but it's also fucking adorable.
It allows her to kind of crouch like a little gargoyle, and watch as they move, while he kind of watches his footing and keeps going pretty steadily, and keeps her steady with his wings as well.
I love that.
Love how your coherence dropped like 80%. Oh,
Yes,
big
yeah.
fluffy
Like
boy,
that
he'll
graph
keep friend.
About the where like as you get closer to the cat, your proximity to cat is correlated with lowering IQ and higher inanity of statements.
Yep.
Yeah.
Will that ever not be true?
Also, probably around this time the true seeing wears off.
Yes.
So just regular eyeballs looking around.
Yep. And with that, we are going to move to some travel. Which means I need to roll some things.
Oh boy.
There's my percentile dice.
Do we think it would slow us down a lot to like try and cover tracks or?
Gosh, we have to walk like plebes again. Gross.
no.
Yep.
God.
Yeah, we can't just
Oh,
fly
God.
everywhere.
Using our legs. Oh. Jeeves, I feel like a commoner again. Ugh. Fetch me my 16 karat gold box encrusted with cocaine.
That was oddly specific.
Okay,
I love
wasn't
it.
expecting that particular finish.
No, I love it. Incredible.
Okay.
Amazing.
Also, the entire travel Misa is like silent.
Are you kidding me? Unfucking believable. Okay.
You're probably gonna end up making quiet small talk just because she feels too awkward in the silence. Possibly quietly humming or mimicking the humming of a sea shanty or something. Or maybe try. I was about to say maybe I could try humming that tune that Isa was doing, but in enemy territory, maybe that won't be the best idea. Then again, we are not exactly subtle in our appearance anyway.
Yeah.
No.
Most of us do not look like locals.
No.
No. But there's also not much
Yeah.
in the way of people living out here.
Yeah.
True.
Most-
I meant,
they're
like, if someone was like
everywhere.
tried to sneak up on us, they might notice. Oh, they're definitely not locals. Or something. It's like, me humming is not what's gonna cause that to happen.
No.
Yeah.
There's
No, it's the big snake.
there's a lot of things.
And the horse-sized,
And
horse-sized
the
drake.
bright purple drake, the bright purple mountain drake.
It's fine. Don't worry about it.
Bird person,
The bright
cat
purple
person,
mountain drake.
people.
All of the non-snursons.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, and then the big
Yeah.
ass Nursen
Yeah.
wearing a symbol of the old gods on her back.
And face.
Man, we're a
Yeah.
walking target. Oh boy.
There's just like a lot going on with y'all that would very clearly indicate that you're not part of.
Yeah.
Yep.
No. Yeah,
that
what are you
case, we are
talking
will-
about?
Do the quiet humming, or rather, Misa, you hear your own humming of the little hymn as Mir tries it out.
He just sort of blinks, internally goes, "What the fuck," and then realizes that it is you. And then says, "I can teach you the words if you want."
Oh, yes, please.
It is a hymn to Teusu. Our mother. Our world. And Misa begins to sing. Very quietly, but she begins to sing.
Mira listens attentively.
Hessa attempts to
also-
sneakily listen.
Hopefully,
I don't think you need
I
to
was
do
hoping
that.
this maybe gets Misa's mind off things a little. Keeping the spirits up. Best we can.
You're doing a great job.
Yeah. Gonna be honest, Nurson's still depressed, but like, at least she's not moping.
Yay? Question mark?
At least there's
Yeah.
that.
Yes, there's-
Alright. Let me roll another thing or two.
I get the feeling if I ask, I'll just get back. Don't worry about it.
What else would I ever say?
I love the bird in the background here.
sometime-
It's really like setting the mood.
I'm so
It
glad.
is. It's like sometimes you mix it up. Sometimes it's don't worry about it, and sometimes it's fine.
It's fine.
Sometimes it's fine. Don't worry about it.
And
Those are the
sometimes
worst.
It's fine, smile. It's real bad when they say smile.
Yeah, I've never done that. What?
I never said you did.
Do people do
When the
that?
DM smiles, it's already too late.
Oh, you see him as a sky dancer? That's because I used that for his appearance originally, because there was no better option. I'll have to draw him. Because he's very soft.
Fuffy.
Yeah. He's got a very
about-
rounded face.
What about using one like the jailer?
Think about it. I got too many horns, though. They're not right.
True.
He has also got wings that work.
True. And he's also bigger.
Yeah, big boy. Regular proportions. I'll draw him or something. Don't worry about it.
But yeah.
Alright. So, let's see. It probably takes... It's going to take a while for you to get to Mother's Blood, or Serpent Home, as it's now known. I'm just going to ignore that. And on the way, you're going to encounter a couple of things. Because I love things.
Oh
Okay.
boy!
So the first one is probably
Oh boy.
about 5 or 6 days after your travel begins. And you stumble across something interesting. It is a diversion of part of the Una River that is very clearly man-made. A large sort of stone gate has been introduced to the banks to siphon off some of the water. Like you would for a mill, but it doesn't lead to a mill. It leads to a pool, which then leads back out to the river.
Look around, see if there's anybody in the immediate area, and if not, investigate the pool.
Sure.
Yeah.
Yeah, is
I'll
there
check-
anything
I'll check
in
the
the
pool
pool?
out.
I got a natural 1 for perception.
Water.
That's a hard no.
Let me check this pool out, please.
Sure.
Why are all of these giving me... Hold on.
Perception, you said, right?
Indeed.
Literally everything is giving me a low number. And I've
Can-
been rolling... I'm going to roll on a different surface. Hold on.
Can we all
14.
roll?
Yeah.
Still useless.
Yeah, Mira
Oh,
very
same.
much doesn't see anyone around, so she just trots right up to the pool unless somebody tries to stop her.
The pool is ringed by large stones, but they've been grown over with moss and ferns by this time.
Gonna approach carefully, kind of lean out and look into the pool, see if they see anything interesting about it.
You already rolled
I would
perception.
I would like to check the pool out.
Are you saying I should roll perception again for the pool?
You already did roll
Six.
perception, so unfortunately you do not see anything else.
I had rolled that for the looking around for anybody around.
I'm just gonna use it a blanket, don't worry.
Okay.
14. That's...
Fine, I'll accept my 1.
Live with your 1. That's probably good enough. You notice, Tiska, that there are a number of shiny coins scattered across the bottom of the pool.
Like a wishing well type situation?
Yeah. Seems to
Oh.
be.
I was
How
about to
deep
say, if
is-
Zakra was here, he'd probably have already drank a big old gulp from the pool.
Slurp.
Slurp,
You look over and you see Zakra has drunk some of the pool.
sippy, sippy.
I'll just make
This
sure that
is
he
for
isn't poisoned or
Zakra.
anything. Just making sure Zakra isn't poisoned.
He
I'll throw
appears to
in
be
a
fine.
coin.
Or turning funny colors, or...
It's
Can I do a
it's...
detect magic?
Yeah, go ahead.
I threw in a coin. I probably
So-
should have let you do that before I did it, but yeah.
You throw in a coin.
Is there any magic here?
It plinks into the water and falls to the bottom of the pool. It is quite clear. There is magic, yes.
What kind?
I'm trying to figure out which kind it would be. Conjuration, I think. Yeah. Conjuration.
Neat.
Intriguing.
How
Do
deep
I happen
is
to
the
know if,
pool?
Purify... Is Purify food and drink conjuration? Maybe it's just keeping the water nice and clear. I don't really know that.
How deep is the
scale.
pool? Not very. A couple meters, maybe.
Okay, no, Purify food and drink is, transmutation. This is something else.
Is offhand, there doesn't happen to be like any kind of portals or anything nearby, does there?
Are you using sense of place to determine that, or?
Yes.
Not that you know.
Okay. Huh.
Sorry, Helene looks real dumb. Sometimes she'll pull her head back into her neck and then like look up, and it makes her face look real stupid.
Oh, that's a beautiful cat.
Pictures.
You glance over and you see Zakra doing exactly that.
Excellent. Thank you.
Incredible.
Well, I got no idea.
It's a clear pool that people have thrown coins into, including Hessa.
Mizo toss a
Right.
coin in.
You
Yeah.
toss a coin into the
Gonna
pool. It
assume
plinks into the
it's-
surface and float and drifts to the bottom.
What's the harm?
Nothing happens.
Say that, but
What kind of coins are in it mostly? Like,
There's a mix. Like with any wishing pool, it's mostly copper, and then some silver, and then a little bit of gold.
I'm guessing we can't tell from above the water if they're minted old or new coins.
You have to go get them.
Okay.
can I do that?
You want to jump in the pool and pull the coins out?
Not all of them, just like a handful to see. Sure.
Sure, go ahead.
I'll take my boots off, go wading.
You stir up some of the sediment, but it's still quite clear.
Neat.
You
Pull
reach
the
down,
handful.
Yeah, sure. You scoop up a handful of coins, and you pull them out of the water, and when you look down, your hand is empty.
Huh.
Oh.
The coins are on the bottom of the pool.
Yeah, I figured it was gonna be something like that, honestly.
Okay.
Can I, I'm going to attempt this again and see at what point the coins leave my hand.
As soon as you retrieve the coins from the water, they disappear and reappear at the bottom of the pool.
Okay.
Interesting. A solid anti-theft.
Yeah. Okay, so I'm going to stick my head in the water and see if I can see the coin.
Sorry, Chet says
Why?
pool of no refunds. Yeah, you
Basically.
you glance down. The majority of these coins appear to be old.
Okay.
There's a couple new ones, but not many.
And so how many people are now gathered around looking at the idiot that just put their head in the pool?
Everybody.
I mean, there are, what, 6 of us or something?
The
Yeah.
whole party.
Eight
Hey.
with Nyx and Kaimi, 9 with Braum.
Cool.
That was not including just in that, because the rest of us.
Oh,
She's
right,
not
sorry,
staring
so
at
8,
the
yeah.
person sticking
Yeah.
their head in the pool. The rest of us are standing around staring at the person sticking their head in the pool.
I am the person standing there sticking my head in the pool.
Good work.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Excellent.
I mean, I found out what I wanted to know. It's
You're-
mostly old coins.
are
Did you
truly
find
an asshole.
anything fun?
Yeah, you can't take them out.
Oh shit, that's cool.
Going to plunk my way back to shore.
The silt that you stepped in settles remarkably quickly, leaving the pool clear.
When she gets out, is she still wet, or did she immediately
Yeah, it's
dry?
water.
Okay, I wasn't sure if it was like weird enchanted water where even the water didn't leave the pool.
Nah, you're still damp.
I'm sure
That's
Zacro
fine.
can press to digitate you dry.
Zakro's got his own head in the pool.
Yeah, we can't forget that.
That tracks.
He's laying on the edge of it with his head under the water, looking at things.
That
Yeah.
tracks.
I mean, to walk into the pool, I would have taken my boots off and like rolled my pants up because
Yeah, of course.
I'm not a heathen.
I am.
Oh, I didn't know how
Zakro did not
deep
roll
the
his
pool
sleeves
was.
up.
Sakura!
Yeah.
I'll just press
not
the
very-
digitate it later,
digitate
it's
itself
fine.
dry. Is this the closest to a bath he's gotten in
Yes!
Probably.
Disgusting. Can we shove him in?
You can certainly try.
Misa shoves him in.
Temp help.
Yeah.
Okay. Hell yeah.
Tika also helps.
Oh my god, okay,
Give
Roll,
us a
Just
creature
watches.
a bath.
roll... This'll
Poor
be
JD, the things we
contested...
do to their character in their absence.
I know, right? This'll be contested athletics versus acrobatics.
My athletics.
Yeah, versus his acrobatics, which I'll roll. I don't know if he has
my-
perception in it, or if he has, Jesus.
Oh, this is a tragedy.
proficiency.
Alright, let's go.
And Temp and I are assisting.
Yeah, so you
If that
get
makes any
advantage.
difference.
Yeah,
Fantastic.
because you all exchange a
Uh,
glance and you know what you must do.
Zacro cannot. I don't think Zacro can. Okay. I don't think he can beat this.
I don't even have his initiative bonus. I don't have any of his stats.
Well, I rolled 26.
Jesus Christ.
I rolled an 18 and my athletics is +8.
God.
Zacro goes in the pool.
Hang on, I have to find a vine.
The cat is now forcibly given a bath.
Sploosh.
have fun here.
That
Should've
guy
just
treated me real
dodged.
well. Oh, I have to see this.
Oh boy.
Oh.
Oh no!
That man woke up and chose violence.
I'm still waiting for it to load.
To be fair, most of our group apparently did the same, so.
I was just checking to make sure he wasn't poisoned. Y'all are like, bath time!
Oh, the
God.
+8 to athletics really. Yeah.
Yeah, as soon as
In
said
he goes.
athletics versus, I was like, oh boy.
In he
Yeah.
goes. He rolled a 10. Even
He
with
says the
proficiency,
strong.
could not have succeeded that.
There's no way.
That's correct.
Beautiful.
Yeah,
You
like,
shove-
my athletics is my best fucking stat. It's my
That's a
best skill.
You collectively, without speaking, understand what you must do, and you all shove Zakro into the pond. Where he splashes in and flounders, and attempts to escape from the dread clutches of the water as quickly as possible.
Have a nice bath there.
He's not pleased.
Mir just stands with the fisherman's blanket at the side like a towel, like holding it like.
I'm not sure if he
And
would
you're
be the
ready for
type to
that when you're done with the
prestidigitate
bath,
all of the
kitty.
water off of himself, or if he wouldn't have the presence of mind for that. I'm not certain.
Tessa goes
Kiska
through a
is-
bag and like pulls out a bar of soap. Do you need this? While we're here.
Solid refusal.
Tiska is howling.
This
You basically
was
get,
probably
no,
not
get that
the
away from
intention.
me.
This is probably not the intention of this fucking.
Well,
rule,
no.
but,
No,
God.
I'd say probably.
But it's what it's being
Sometimes-
used for today.
Sometimes your wizard needs an impromptu bath, okay?
Sometimes the wizard needs a fucking bath.
Yeah.
You bathed your wizard recently? Lately?
Yeah.
The language
Also,
words?
chat, in case you had missed out on this, basically, Zakro has not taken a bath since we've known him. He's just prestidigitated himself clean.
And that
So
cannot
he
stand.
says, so.
Which is super gross.
Yeah, no, that's nasty.
So nasty. Take a bath, stinky dirt man.
Terrible dirt man.
Stinky boy.
Stinky bastard.
If JB came back right now, the comedic timing would be flawless. Alas. Alright,
Alas.
here we go. Garbage. He belongs in the pond. Stinky Dirt Boy belongs in the pond.
Belongs in the pond,
I'm gonna rename
goddammit.
this episode Stinky Dirt Boy Belongs in the Pond.
Please.
Beautiful.
Okay.
JD checks the
Which,
the Twitch thing and is like, what the
I
fuck?
see I've been pinged in my server. Which
That-
is...
Yeah, I haven't heard from them.
It
That
has
ping
this,
is fucking hilarious.
Oh boy.
it has this energy, you know? That meme.
Yeah.
Yeah, he angry.
Yeah.
While we are making sure the wizard gets his bath, should we take a bio break or anything? Would we want to continue on for now?
I'm cool with the bio break.
Alrighty.
I'm cool with the bio break.
Yeah,
I
let's
don't
do
need
it.
it, but I'm not gonna. Yeah, I'm good.
Alright. Yeah, let's just go ahead and do that. I will see you guys back in 10 minutes.
Woo!
Yeah,
Sounds good.
Alright.
works for me.
Sorry if it's been a little lower energy than normal. It's midterms. So, hopefully you understand that. I will see you guys back here in 10 minutes. I'll get some music for you.
would you like to talk about?
I don't know, the usual father-son stuff?
My bad. I forgot you guys could hear this audio still. Okay, let's go get them players.
Not at the moment.
Okay. Howdy. Howdy,
Hello.
howdy. Hello.
Hello.
Hello, hello.
No. Hello.
Go fuck yourself.
That
No,
was
hello.
deserved. That was deserved. You know what? You know what? My bad. You right.
No, hello. I say hello to you back.
Hello.
I'm just trying to be friendly now.
Preschool Obama.
No. Ooh. This freaking encounters chart in Xanathar's guide makes no sense. Why would you fight unicorns?
Because some birdies are just fucking murder hobos.
Yeah, I'm looking at this
Evil
like forest
unicorns.
encounters thing, and like half of this stuff is like neutral or even good aligned creatures, and then like a ton of it is like sentient, sapient creatures.
Evil campaigns?
I'm like, what? Why would you?
Keep in mind that regular D&D also has creatures that are always a particular alignment and is generally just bad about certain things.
One young gold dragon?
Yeah, well, I mean, let's murder
You
some.
could make
some
friends
babies.
with it.
No.
Forest
time for
encounter.
Is he a
Counters.
jerk?
I'm so baffled.
It's death time.
This
Murder
classifies. I mean, it's got unicorns and then like were-tigers. Like those are straight up just people, dude. This chart sucks.
No, we're done with it. No.
Yeah, I just put the book away because it's bullshit. Oh my
Yeah, we're
god.
done with it.
I don't know why I bothered trying to use that. It's complete nonsense.
Sounds about right for D&D source material.
Seriously. Where it's like, ooh,
There,
you know
I
what's
said it.
scary? A snake. Ooh.
Ooh.
I was about to
You
say
could-
they tried, but they really
They
didn't.
did not.
Did
They
they?
straight up didn't. Alright,
You could have tried, but you didn't, and for that we are very disappointed.
I am. I genuinely am. So, what cowards are the... No shit, yeah. You're freaking right. They are cowards. They don't know how to properly write enemies.
And they won't even let you smooch the monsters.
They won't let you smooch the monsters. Their writing is riddled with racism.
I just want to smooch all the monsters.
They
Is that
don't
really-
let you adopt stuff as pets.
Yes, they
That
do.
takes away half
If
the
you-
fun of
If you
D&D.
spend like half the money on your dogs, you can
Seriously.
adopt pets.
Yeah, and then your dogs can die at, like, a single combat round.
Yeah, because they're CR 1/4.
Yeah, so, like, complete bullshit. So, we're not gonna be using that. So, pardon me while I go get a new chart, because my charts suck.
I'm having flashbacks to the Kingmaker campaign I played in where DM was rolling on the chart. He's like, why does this keep coming up with elk? Like, unless y'all are really fucking hungry, I don't think you're gonna fuck with the elk, and the elk aren't gonna fuck with you.
Yeah,
Like,
they're just
yeah,
they're just
about right.
animals. Okay, well I pulled this chart up, and the first thing I see is an awakened ankylosaurus that speaks common and is a respected oracle. What? Excuse me?
Obviously.
Which way?
I
Why?
mean,
Unless you're encountering him to ask for directions, I don't think.
Why?
What is
Obviously,
this,
this
Tingle?
needs to happen.
No, it just gives mysterious prophecies and then wanders away.
What is this fucking Tangleverse?
Yeah.
Jesus. So weird. I love it, though.
Hey, which way to Serpent Home? To find your way. You must find the way of yourself. Listen
way,
to your
you
heart
must
and
first
follow
find
the
your
way that
way.
it goes. Okay, so is that like north or?
Yeah, exactly.
No, it's east, you moron. Just imagine like a bunch of people just asking this, what was it, an ankylosaurus questions,
Jesus.
and then just like it getting so mad that it drops any sort of like mystic act it's got going on and then just leaves.
It's like, alright, fuck you guys.
Fucking tourists.
I came here to have a good time, and frankly, I'm not.
I'm just not. Bro, I'm straight up not having a good time right now. Says the Ankylosaurus before it leaves. You overhear this argument between the Ankylosaurus and an awakened tree. Anyway, back to the real game that we're actually playing. Christ.
I like the ankylosaurus talking to an awakened tree bit, honestly.
So, a couple more days of uninteresting travel. With one exception. When...
Mir's very sweary campfire song.
Oh god. I have to look something up.
It's just the campfire song with SpongeBob, but like, there's swears in it now.
Why?
It's probably a slightly converted sea shanty, but kinda.
Let's see here. You are traveling through the forest a couple days after you encounter that pool, when Hessa, make a wisdom saving throw.
Oh, alright. You just decided violence was what you wanted to do today. That's
Wisdom
fine.
saving throw. Gimme.
Oh, no.
Okay.
You're getting scried on, aren't you?
That's a 16, thank you.
That's not gonna do it.
Dang it.
You have a rock.
16 minus 10 is 6.
This does not rock.
It does not.
But you have a rock.
You have the
Yeah.
runestone.
Yeah.
Do I know what's happening? No.
I'm trying to
Or do I?
to see that.
I'm just
I'm
living life,
not
guys.
sure.
This is fine.
On a successful save,
Yeah,
the
this was
target
the
is
main
affected.
hole in our blocking scrying plan is do you know when it happens?
Yeah, I meant to ask about that and then promptly forgot.
I don't think it does. I don't think it
This
lets
is
you
fine.
know, because it says if the target knows you're casting the spell, it can fail the saving throw voluntarily if it wants to be observed. But it doesn't say that it notifies you that it is being cast.
Yeah, I don't think it
Look at that cool frog over there.
Whoa,
Man, these leaves.
That's a pog frog.
Poggest of frogs.
So continue having your conversation or whatever it was that you were doing.
Look at this leaf. Wow, a tree. Whoa.
Don't eat
Where
that.
are you walking? In the group.
Through the forest.
In the group. Who's next to you?
Oh. I'm probably further along. Well, I'm assuming that I hop between all the groups, honestly.
Okay.
And annoy all of them.
Sounds about right, honestly.
Mm-hmm. I don't like that. Hey, Falc. Hey,
No.
That was a
Falc.
concerning noise.
No, I just really like what happened is all.
I don't care
No, I
for
love it,
whatever
it's great.
just happened.
No, it's good. It's good. Trust me.
No, it definitely isn't.
Kylie rolled a
most
natural 20
definitely-
on her saving throw.
Oh, I'm so proud.
That's what it is.
I'm so proud.
She automatically
I'm
succeeded
literally pogging right now.
because she's riding on Nyx's back, her emotional support dragon, Drake.
Obviously.
Incredible.
God, I love her.
So you're ahead of the group?
Yeah. Occasionally popping back to somebody and, like, pilfering something and then handing it back. Haha. Joke.
Okay, you just pickpocketing people for fun?
Obviously, I do that to all my friends.
Alright.
Bored.
Tiska
If
keeps
bored.
smacking poisonous plants out of
Zakrow's
Zakrow's
grubby
hands.
little paws.
yeah.
Grubby
She's like,
little
"Ooh,
dirty
is this edible?"
cat
No.
hands.
No, it is not.
So I've been keeping us fed.
Temp would
By,
like to note that all of these plants are edible. They are just, some of them are only...
Yeah, you can eat anything once, I know.
You're not wrong.
Unless it's like a really big thing, because it would take you a while to eat, and you might die first.
Yeah.
Well, maybe you only have, like... It's like, you know, you don't have to eat a whole lasagna in order to count as eating lasagna.
Yeah, but you have to eat a whole airplane to count as eating an airplane.
Otherwise, you're just crunching some metal.
Yeah.
I guess, yeah, that's fair.
Okay, so that's
Is there a guy
good to
who
know.
actually did that? I heard some reference
Yes.
about. Okay.
Yes, there is. I think he got a prize for it, and then he died.
Fun.
Yeah,
Yeah,
I'm not
that
surprised.
tracks.
Yeah.
I'm not sure why he
yeah.
died, but I have an inkling that it might have had to do with, like, getting his organs torn up because he ate an airplane.
Fun.
That's what I'm thinking too, honestly, Chief.
I don't know what you're
I have to
talking
look
about.
it up. This is the true essence
That's my
of D&D.
favorite pastime.
God. But yeah,
God,
Tiska's
God,
been gathering
Kate.
stuff for us to eat, so that we don't just like go through our rations in 0.5 seconds. And I feel like Zakhra volunteered to help, and Tiska has to keep smacking poisonous plants out of his hands.
Yeah, that sounds about right, honestly.
Yeah,
Hey,
that's...
Tiska, this one looks tasty. Here, I'll give you
No.
an idea of what the flavor is. No, no, no.
No, no. Stop it.
Background, not only
No.
will that kill you, it will hurt the whole time you're dying.
Yeah, Mir's gonna assist with finding food and also maybe keeping Zakhra from eating poisonous things.
Yeah.
She's got some medicinal background. Like, that one helps headaches. That one's good when fried. That one will make you puke yourself to death. That one will strangle you to death. That one will...
Apparently the airplane guy died of natural causes, actually.
What?
That's what it says on his Wikipedia page.
In natural causes,
Obviously.
as in the natural consequences of eating an airplane, or
He
Like,
also ate, like, a
actual
bicycle and some other stuff.
Jesus Christ.
I don't know, man. It was French.
Oh, that explains it.
Goddamn
Never mind.
French.
Carry on.
Yeah, that explains a lot,
Yeah.
actually.
Yep.
French.
Can Mir by
I-
chance be rolling to see if she finds anything interesting in the way of potion-y stuff?
Yeah, sure, go ahead.
Since we're in a new country,
Yeah.
new flora and fauna. Ooh, not stellar. I had half my
Mm-hmm.
my wisdom right. 8.
That's a mixed success, isn't it?
I
believe
honestly
so.
can't remember.
Oh god, it's been so long. Where's my notes on this?
That sounds correct.
I don't even see the notebook that I have all of that information written down in.
I mean,
think it's like
wait, here it is.
if I
below
would
it.
assume so, since or like it's somewhere around average since I rolled a 6 on the die, so that's like just below what the average of a 2d6.
There's
Yeah,
the
I
notebook
think
with
it's-
this in it. God, this shit's buried.
I think the it's 6 and below is a failure. 7 to 9 is a mixed success. 10 and above is full success.
Yes. Did I ever mention...
Can't remember like what I ate for breakfast half the time, but I can remember that shit.
God bless.
I support you.
And of course, like an idiot, I don't write down how many you get for each of those. I think it's none 1 and 2. Or is it none 1 and 3?
That I don't know because
I
it's
feel
not
like
the
it might be like none 1 and either 3 common or like a rarer one, like one of the essences.
Okay.
You get a success. So I probably pick like an herb or something or a mineral.
Yeah, herb is the most likely one to encounter in this jungle.
Because it's a jungle.
Yep.
Jeez, I have a lot of herb.
You get that dank herb.
Any chance I could have found venom? I have so much herb.
You pretty much only get that off of enemy creatures and whatnot.
Okay. I wasn't sure if maybe I found a poisoned enough plant when I was trying to stop Zakro from getting himself killed.
I'll consider it sometime. But usually that sort of ends up qualifying as herb.
Okay.
For the sake of this bizarre, simplified-ish crafting system.
Alright. I find an herb that is less poisonous while trying to keep Zakro from poisoning itself.
Yeah. You're like, no, play with this one. Oh, actually, I'm gonna keep this one.
Alrighty. We continue
Yeah.
hiking along.
So, I'm gonna say another day, and you didn't notice anything happening with the scrying. None of you did. And how are you setting up camp every night?
Carefully.
I'm gonna need a little more detail than that.
Probably gonna see if we can, like, find some place slightly off. I don't know if we're going on a path or just hiking through open country, but,
I
find
mean,
somewhere
we're
a little
going
out
along
of
the side
way.
of the river,
kinda.
right?
Mm-hmm. You're following the river.
Yeah, so get a little bit ways away from the riverbank, probably.
We'll set up camp. Mira will probably, assuming she hasn't spent the spell slot before the end of the day, will put up Guardian of Faith? Not Spirit Guardians, but the one that, like, lasts 8 hours and sits in a position.
Okay.
Just put that up while
I think that's
we'll
Guardian of
probably do
Faith.
watches while we sleep.
Okay.
Yeah.
So, let's see.
And Misa's always on watch.
Ah, true. All right. That's true. You don't need to sleep.
Oh,
Which
yeah,
kinda
you don't
renders
sleep.
that
Not
moot.
only do I not need to sleep, but I have the alert feat, so like
It's true. Oh, doesn't Temp also have that?
yeah.
All right.
I think I also have that.
Jesus Christ.
I needed to make my initiative bonus not negative, okay?
I can't surprise any of you. That's fine. I don't need to. So it's probably round about midnight. I want to say 8 to 9 days into your journey. When
Mira's also, for the Guardian Faith, is gonna put it in your Kaimi. Just in case.
I also have alert, if that matters.
Jesus, really? So none of you are
I know,
caught
Mira
off guard.
sleeps like the dead.
Well, thanks. I can at least assassinate somebody. I'm not trying to
I'm
assassinate
the one who
you
got
right now.
last time, remember? Because I don't have alert.
Exactly. Which is why you are pretty much one of the only few people who doesn't hear this. Whoever's on watch, Misa, and then if there's anybody else up, you hear it's almost inaudible as you're camping, but it's like the sound of the river, but slightly louder.
Misa is immediately like on alert, on alert. She is scanning, she is looking.
Like, noticeably louder.
She is looking, she is like, what the fuck? What's going on?
How far away from the river are you guys?
That's not a good question.
I just want to know.
Far
How
enough
far
that,
from
like,
the river is the tree line?
yeah.
The tree line is on the
You wanna-
river.
Okay.
This is the jungle.
Okay. I don't know, at least 100 feet? Maybe a little more? Maybe, like, right to the point that the river is just out of view?
If you go more than a couple
Or at
meters from the river's edge, it's almost impossible to see.
Fair.
Okay.
That's fine.
I have absolutely no sense of how far it, but amount of space, so
Yeah, I have trouble with that too.
it's the ADHD.
Yep.
As long as
Let's
we
say
can
100
still
feet.
hear it.
Just make it round for simple
100
speed.
feet. So 30 meters.
Sure. Sounds good.
Which is how many times am
I was going with feet because most distances in D&D are measured that way.
I'm trying to comprehend it
Yeah.
myself because I'm bad at distance. Okay. So a completely arbitrary measurement. It's probably like twice the length of that house is tall. As I look out my window. Sure. Okay.
Okay.
Good to know. So you're in... Okay. Yeah, you hear the sound of the river growing slightly louder. It is raining. It's been raining all freaking day. You're in a jungle. Welcome.
Hey,
To the jungle.
Yes.
would I know what a flash flood sounds like?
I don't know.
Greater question. Would the person who lived here 1,000 years ago know what that sounds like?
Oh, maybe.
Would the person who lived here for a while know what that sounds like? I don't know if I'm awake though.
Weren't you a city slicker?
Yes, but I probably know like basic stuff.
Tiska,
Maybe.
you would know.
Okay. Is this a flash flood?
Sounds kind of familiar.
Oh no!
Go boy.
Up, up, up.
Up in the trees.
Grab what
In-
we can.
Yeah, grab what you can. Get up into the trees.
As you are doing this, the rain intensifies.
Nope.
Cool, fantastic.
Question: can Misa get into the trees?
No. Well,
Ooh.
Then
snakes are very strong and very weirdly good at climbing, but... So maybe? Hard maybe.
what role would that be?
It's gonna be... Here's
Mir awakened by loud shuffling and everyone.
No, everyone's
Yelling
waking
it up.
everybody up.
Yeah, we're waking everybody up now.
Yeah.
Yep.
Mir asks
Grab
what's
yourself.
going on.
Flash
I'm
flood.
being attacked.
Flood.
I prepare to cast control water as soon as I see
Okay.
water headed toward us. Make
Misa
us a little
actually...
safe bubble if I need to.
Misa, that would only be a couple of... strength, like, athletics checks.
Okay. Misa will then get in.
I was gonna worry about Zakharov climbing because he's got terrible athletics, but he's a tabaxi. They have a climb speed.
They do.
Yeah.
He can wake up from his catnap and just
Uh-huh.
jolt. He's gone. He's up a tree. The hard
Does
part
anyone
is going
need
to be
help?
getting him down.
Does anyone need help getting into a tree?
Tiska can fly.
I'll climb a tree.
Okay.
I'm just gonna.
Can Mir get into
stuff
a
as
tree?
much as- I was gonna just grab as much from the camp as I could, at least in terms of the food. We may lose the tents. I don't have time to grab those. But
Let's see here.
and try to control water around them, maybe. But
I'm actually going to have you roll
for
initiative.
safety, I'll at least try to go up a tree.
Roll what?
Initiative.
What?
No.
Initiative. Oh boy.
Oh
So
boy.
we can tell when
See,
people-
this is why I took the alert feed.
It's true.
Yeah. Okay. Okay. That's.
Sounds like Hessa either rolled really well or really bad.
What do you think?
Jesus Christ.
Okay. Oh my god.
I'm very proud right now.
Jesus. So many 16s. Okay. So Hessa.
17 actually.
Wow. Hell yeah. Hessa top with 23.
Oh, actually, it is 17 also for me. I forgot my dexterity is a 5. It's my wisdom that's a 4.
Nice.
Or plus 4.
Also, that's a 32.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure Hessa goes first.
Hess is doing fine.
Yeah.
I would be scared if somebody beat that, I'll be honest.
17.
She's been on edge ever
15.
since we entered the country. She goes straight up the tree.
I mean, yes.
Temp?
What did I do?
Roll initiative.
Initiative?
What'd you roll?
9.
Oh, okay.
Ooh.
So Misa and Temp are tied.
Woo.
Yeah. Do you need to roll again to break it, or
No.
just choose
I
who
think
goes
it's
first?
You'll just-
currently just Xmon, but
Yeah, you either just decide or I'm writing you down just tied at the same time because it's not combat, it's just, I just want this for when people are doing things.
Gotcha.
Cool.
Okay, so first up is Hesse.
Apparently, there's
You,
only so many rolls to go around.
Hesse, you have been informed that there is a flood coming.
I try to grab the most important stuff. Anything that's not that we really need to have. Like, quickly pack up.
Okay. That's gonna be your turn. You're just shoving... what exactly?
The most important items?
Make sure you grab your
I
weapons
probably-
and armor and then
Yeah.
bag or...
I probably
Yeah.
have
Yeah.
all of my stuff already packed up. I doubt we would really unpack, besides, like,
You grab the soup pot.
the soup pot, the most important part. Like,
Yeah,
I
'cause
don't know.
most of what we would have is just for camp. It's not for like
Yeah.
setting up.
Yeah.
So we would
Yeah.
have the tents. We would have like a fire and like food supplies. So
Yeah.
you'd be
And
packing
I think
mainly
most
the
stuff
food
we're not
supplies.
actively using is in the bag of holding or in our packs, so
yeah.
Yeah.
you probably grab your bag, weapon, and
Yeah.
Yeah.
whatever food is in reach.
Yeah. Anything that's out and not, that we can't, like, easily get back.
Okay. Alright. Next up is... Sorry, I canceled my music on accident because for some reason the one place on the freaking screen for tabletop audio that I click onto so I can manipulate it is a link. I keep doing that on accident. Next up is Kaimi. I've got a 20, modified 20. And she gets up and immediately starts searching for a good tree to climb. Because she sees that someone else is probably doing that. And also... Yikes. Climbing things probably escapes from danger.
Yeah.
Nyx is up next with a 19. And you see him kind of wake up, look around, and take flight. And then it...
Can he fly with Kaimi on his back?
He could
Or is
try.
he not big enough for that yet?
You could ask him to.
Well, I didn't know if he would. I guess when it's our generally up to Nyx if it looks like somebody is struggling.
Okay,
I'm sure he'll keep an eye on Kaimi.
for sure. Yeah, he does seem to be watching over her. He looks to her as she sort of heads towards one of the trees before he takes off. Mir and Tiska.
Yeah.
What are you doing?
Tessa has packed the most important shit, apparently, so we have the tents left.
Hess is grabbing anything
I'm
she can grab in
gonna-
6 seconds.
Yeah, I mean,
The tents are gone.
I'm going to make sure I have my blanket and bedrolls stuffed in the bag of holding, and I'm preparing control water.
Okay.
Are you
Yeah.
not looking for a tree to find?
That's what control water is for.
Oh my god.
Oh.
So it doesn't need to
Okay.
overwhelm me.
Okay.
Tiska is going to grab her blanket and thing. The rest of her bedding is essentially tied to trees already, so she's not super worried about losing it, because if it can support her weight, it can probably withstand a flood.
Okay.
And is gonna grab her bag, grab her Wilder Spark, and maybe like a couple of other things if convenient, and also take flight.
Alright. It's a bit hard to fly. You see Nyx is having some trouble with it, because the wind is very strong and it's pouring down rain. But you manage.
Fun.
Mir, you're just gonna waterbend your way out of this one?
I'm gonna try. If it looks like it's going to start becoming difficult, I will go for a tree, but...
Okay.
Yeah, basically I'm going to waterbend while stuffing as much of the camp as I can into the bag of holding, and when it becomes too much water, I will head for a tree or literally stone shape myself up a little pillar to sit on.
Okay. Misa and Temp.
Hello, yes.
All of her stuff is packed. She never bothers to unpack any of her stuff because she's always awake. It doesn't matter.
Okay.
I mean,
She doesn't need sleep, she doesn't
Yeah.
get cold.
Temp is a meditating
good.
place, so like imagine getting out of bedroll or anything. Cringe.
So Misa is assessing the situation
I guess.
and
at
is prepared to assist someone up a tree
Okay.
I guess at
in
most
case they
Temp-
struggle.
What was that, Lurks?
Never mind. Temp will. I don't think Temp can climb very well, so that might be an issue. But
It's fine. You just parkour up the tree.
yeah, I can.
You can run on walls and
I can.
fluid.
But, yeah, that's true, but I'm not really sure of how useful that's gonna be. It's like the wall running has to be in like a horizontal plane. I'm pretty sure.
Yeah.
Okay, do you think Temp would not be able to climb a tree fast?
No, I think he probably can.
Okay. If there is anyone in doubt that they can climb a tree fast enough, Misa can try and assist before she gets up a tree.
Okay. So Misa, you are using like a help action?
Yeah.
Okay, and Temp is going to attempt to climb?
Yes.
Okay. If you are climbing, just straight up climbing a tree, then it's going to be an athletics check.
Figured as much. That's a 19.
Wow, very nice. You immediately begin to scale a nearby tree. Good stuff. Misa, your help action is noted. Zakrau finally going last with a 7 or something. I don't know his initiative bonus or his dexterity, so I assigned him an arbitrary one of +2. He's going last, and he is going to unhappily begin to scale a tree with his climb speed. Back to top. And you notice that water is beginning to seep across the ground from the direction of the river.
Okay.
Woo.
And since I go last, if no one needs help, then I'm just going to go up a tree.
Yep.
Yeah.
You are standing in a couple inches of water that is rapidly rising. Hessa, you are up.
Up a tree I go.
Okay, roll athletics.
Can I do acrobatics?
How will you justify that one to me?
Parkour.
Okay, the word parkour nebulously doesn't just mean I can use acrobatics for this, right?
Tessa climbs the tree while shouting the word parkour.
Yes. That's it.
So what are you
Parkour.
doing exactly?
Do a mad flip up a tree.
That's not how flips work, bruh.
Word.
It's not how flips work. Most of the trees here don't have a whole lot in the way of branches, so you can't. I mean, not low ones anyway. They're tall, jungle-ish trees. You gotta go straight up the trunk, which requires a great deal of strength, which is why it is an athletics
so-
check.
So we're stuck on athletics. Is that's what's happening?
Unfortunately, that would seem to be the case.
That's an
Unfortunately.
8.
You
Look, I have a -1 for anything strength-based. Okay.
you
I
run
guess
at a
that
tree
means
real
like
hard,
Swinging.
and
I
you
just
run
like
up
smack
it
my head.
like a couple feet, and then and then you ran up a tree a little bit, and you gotta go back to the ground because you grab and you don't hold on because You're not very strong.
Hessa clinging to a tree like 2 inches above the ground.
Yeah.
Parkour!
Yeah.
Parkour.
You just like jumped up and grabbed it, and then it got too rough, and you had to let go. Owie.
Me on the ground. Oh no, I've miscalculated.
You're like, uh-oh.
Okay.
Okay, that's your turn?
Doodle.
Yeah. I
Okay.
don't think I can do anything else.
Kaimi. She continues to climb. She's surprisingly strong. Also, she's using her knife as a pick. One of her
That's
knives.
smart.
She has lots of knives. She's just kind of stabbing it in and using it to kind of pull herself up.
37 knives.
Nyx. He is out of sight. He's above the trees. Mir, Tiska.
Waterbending and flying.
Can I cast Enhanceability on myself
Sure.
and Bull Strength
Counterpoint.
to...
Why
Yes.
not cast enhanceability on somebody else and then polymorph into an animal and climb up a tree? If you have
I was
something with
just-
climb speed.
I'm already in the air.
Tiska doesn't need any help climbing. She can fly or things. This is her going to bolster her strength so she can grab someone, like maybe
Yeah, I
Hessa
was
or-
literally just gonna physically grab Hessa and pick her up.
Look, I'm smart, okay?
Was
You're
the
good.
plan.
All good.
And just grab Hessa and yeet
Okay.
since she is struggling.
Yeah, you can go ahead and cast Enhanceability on yourself.
Cool. That is happening.
Okay.
I have to actually find what level that is. Because I have forgotten how numbers work.
Nope. So you've cast the spell, which is an action, I believe.
Yes.
Okay. I believe grabbing and pulling someone. Is that part of? Can that be part of movement?
I have no idea.
Do you want it to be part of movement?
I would like for it to be part of movement because that would be convenient to me personally, but it is really up to the DM.
Yeah. I don't think it is part of movement.
Dang it.
You use your action to cast a spell, and then you can focus on grabbing someone and pulling them, or lifting them later.
Okay.
All right.
Then
Amir?
that is what I shall do.
So looking at how much water is flowing, I'm not gonna be able to save the tents, am I?
How much water can control water change or alter, or what have you?
Let's look.
That is...
Who is breathing under me?
That's Echo.
I'm sorry.
No, it's okay. I was just curious.
So I assume this is gonna go under like part water or redirect flow, but the amount of water I can affect is a cube up to 100 feet on a side.
Oh,
That's a
impressive.
substantial amount of water.
That is. All right.
Yeah, so I'm gonna keep trying to frantically pack the tents, or maybe I'll tell someone to pack the tents while I just hold back the water. I
Okay.
don't know how much concentration holding back the water will take.
It is a concentration spell, correct?
Yes.
All of your concentration, then.
Okay. I guess Leah, I'm gonna try to hold back the water if someone wants to try grabbing the tents.
Okay, so you're casting control water.
Yes.
All right. You cast control water. The water in a 100-foot cube, which I think you can just place it wherever, but I'm going to say it's probably centered on you, is now under your control, and you can alter its flow.
Wait, if that's a 100-foot cube, that
So-
include the tents?
Yes.
Yes, but I don't know how long. I can look how long. I don't know how long this is going to last, whether I can hold it for the whole time. We may still need to throw stuff in the tents and spend the night in the trees.
Gotcha.
Or the rest of the night, rather. So honestly, it's like... Let's see. Nope, that's control weather. Yeah, it lasts up to 10 minutes, so...
That's
Yeah,
not gonna
10
be
minutes to, let me put this... You got 9 minutes to stuff it in the bag, and then I've got a minute to hustle up a tree.
Yeah.
Okay.
Alright. Misa and Temp.
Oh, yes.
Temp, you are partway up a tree. What you doing?
I mean, you know what time it is. It's tree time.
Sure. I don't know if that has any specials. Does that have, like... Do you have a pre-planned tree time?
No.
Oh, okay.
When I say it's tree
But it's
time, I mean
tree
I'm going
time now.
farther up the tree.
Hell yeah. Roll athletics.
Misa's going to help Mir pack the tents away
Well,
as fast as possible.
That is an absolutely poggers move on my part. That is a 4.
Make a dexterity saving throw.
Oh, at least I'm good at those. Numbers. That's a 24.
Okay. You, your grip fails partway up the tree, but as you are sort of falling, you do that cool fun wall run thing, and you actually just jump off of the tree that you were falling next to. You just use it as a launch pad to jump to another tree and get a different grip on a different tree trunk, and you're still up there.
Cool.
You do good.
I'm unfortunately a very strong himbo.
Indeed. And then Zakro, who continues upwards with his climb speed. With Mir's control water, I don't think we particularly need the initiative order.
Yeah.
So
unless
we can...
something else is happening with this as well. Mir's plan is to get as much as the camp in, and then I'm just gonna stone shape up a platform like under me and possibly under Misa if she wants, or anyone else needs
Misa
help
will go up a
climbing.
tree.
I might do some like one near a tree just so that we can have like a little bit of a platform, because I imagine we're gonna be up here a little while.
Yeah.
How tall is the tree I can make out of Wild or Spark?
60 feet.
That would be tall enough to get people out of the floodwaters, right?
Yes, but they then need to get up into the tree.
Okay.
Throw the tree underneath someone so that it takes them up.
Just yeet. Shit, that's an action to plant, isn't it?
Yes, it is.
I mean, we're out of initiative, so I guess I can do that and then put in tree.
I'm not sure why you're... Why are you, doing that? Just out of curiosity.
More branches, I assume,
Okay.
than the jungle trees. Or
It's
at
not that
least
they
more
don't have
accessible
branches, it's that they don't have branches low down because they're adult trees.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Which
But
the
most
Wilder
people
Sparkle
are
is...
already...
And they're not like a pine tree or Christmas tree.
Yeah,
tree.
and
Yeah.
most people are already in trees.
Yeah.
The main
or
reason
out,
for the
off the ground.
Mir actually has an okay athletics. The main reason I was going for the stone shaped thing was I thought we'd like a flat spot to lay down and finish sleeping without the danger of rolling out of the tree at night.
Fair.
I will pick up Hessa and deposit her on a branch of a regular tree.
Okay. Athletics check, please.
Cool. I get advantage now.
Why do you have advantage on athletics checks?
On enhance ability.
Oh, yeah.
Enhance ability.
Yes, thank
Yeah.
you for reminding me. I was like, what?
Tiska's just that cool.
I'm just that poggers. I got a 15 on both rolls.
Okay, for a total
Also, I
of...
checked, and I don't think I can move the Guardian of Faith, so it's just gonna end up underwater.
Rip.
Sorry,
And,
buddy.
It is worth mentioning that bull strength does double your carrying capacity.
Okay. Yeah. In which case, you swoop down, you grab a probably vaguely uncooperative Hessa, and you fly up. How far up you going? Where are you going?
Wherever the nearest sturdy branch that looks like it can hold her weight
Okay.
is.
You deposit her in one of the branches of a nearby tree. Essa, you are safely up a tree.
Nice.
Roll for Kaimi. How's she doing? She's doing great. She's doing a wonderful job, like always. Temp, make me one more athletics check to climb.
That's a 10.
No bonuses?
Oof.
I have a 0.
Gotcha.
In-
Dexterity saving throw.
That's a nat 20.
That wasn't a
Nice.
fall. You didn't slip. You just climbed better. In a different direction.
Yeah. We look over and it's like the layman might think you might have fallen, but everyone truly knows that that was just you doing an artful backflip.
Oh no, I faked it.
Show off
Fine.
that you could.
Fine, don't worry about it.
This is how a master climbs.
But
You know?
I
It's just
downward
jumping.
first.
You're doing the fucking
Tempest is
Assassin's Creed.
jumping-
Sorry, I don't know what the
jumping
hell that
between-
was. There's
That's the noise that Temp is making as he climbs.
Just jumping between two trees.
Okay, pardon me while I close my fucking window because some people never shut up outside.
I feel it.
Sometimes you just gotta scream in the streets,
This happens
It
every single
happens.
night.
Jesus.
People are out there partying or whatever.
I mean, I'm not exactly surprised. It is a Saturday.
It's still frustrating though.
Oh, for sure.
But half of them aren't vaccinated,
Oh,
if any.
Well, I don't know. My city's actually really into vaccinations.
That's good.
They're doing like multiple
So is
thousands of people every day. It's pretty nice.
Oh, sweet.
I meant to actually ask about getting vaccinated at work today, but I was too busy dodging my weird fuckboy coworker.
Oh, great.
So-
Yike.
Love that.
Yeah.
Fun.
Back to the flash flood.
Anyway, back to something slightly less alarming.
Slightly. It's alarming in a different way, in a fun way.
Yeah.
It's
Yeah.
alarming in like a cool, sexy way, you know?
Yeah. Instead
Flash
of just
flood.
the yikes play.
Yeah.
The
Okay.
beauty and power of nature.
Haha.
Tiska, you hear someone calling your name from above.
Is it Nyx?
Yes.
What you want, buddy?
You gotta see this.
Oh boy. I'm go see what he's looking at.
Nyx is above the canopy. He's actually kind of perched in some wildly swaying branches, with his wings kind of outstretched to balance his weight out a little bit so he doesn't just fall. And he's calling you up to see through the storm as best as you can, which is not easy because it is at this point, a very intense storm.
Monsoon, if one would.
Yeah. Roll perception for me.
Alrighty. $16.
Okay. Actually, roll with advantage because he's going to point this out to you.
Okay. 17.
Slightly better. You come up to the canopy, and over the wind, you hear him shout to you, "Look to the north." And he points in a direction which is vaguely north. It's more northwest. And through the storm, you make out a very strange thing that is probably not how storms generally work.
Concern.
Oh,
see-
did someone send this at us?
From far,
up?
far, far away. It's like, it's weird because you shouldn't be able to see through a storm like this, but you kind of are. Like, it's not, it's not right. It's not proper. It's not like a real, like a storm, it's not working right. And so you can see through it, kind of. And far to the northwest, you see, it's far enough away that you can't hear it. You see lightning that leaps up from the ground into the clouds, which is normal, because that's how lightning works. But these flashes of lightning, instead of just staying there, you see them then, from the northwest, travel across the bottom of continuous clouds all the way past you, streaking overhead past your camp, to southeast of you, where it then strikes, down from the clouds to the ground.
That's concerning.
It makes a really strange type of rolling thunder.
Yeah, I'm sure. Would I be able to just, based on my knowledge of weather spells and the fact that I use Call Lightning so much, would I be able to tell vaguely what's happening here? Like, clearly this is some sort of magic something, or...
This is definitely
Oh, one
some
of us
sort of...
cast control weather from that scroll from Ravane.
Mhm.
Yeah, I think that was
Give us
actually...
cloud cover coming into
Yes.
Yeah.
into Serpent Home.
Yes, you understand lightning spells quite well. This, whatever this is, it's not actually a lightning spell. This is a side effect of like a control weather, but like a really big or really specialized one. Because it is working along that entire pathway, but it's clear that there's like an end destination for where this control is going.
I don't suppose that end destination was somewhere where we have been recently.
Unclear. You just know it's somewhere upper.
Have we been going downriver?
That's correct.
Ah, okay. Fear.
Concern. So yeah, I'm gonna dip back
Tell the-
below
Tell the
the
rest of
canopy.
us.
and tell the rest of the party.
With all of the tents packed as fast as Misa could possibly do it. Falk, can Misa just give this tiny ass bird a, like, piggyback ride and then climb up
Sure.
a tree? Alright. Mir is coming with Misa. Mir does not have a choice.
The fun thing about
Okay.
being a snake who climbs trees is that snakes already don't have any arms. They don't use arms to climb, so you don't need to use your arms to climb.
Yeah.
So use your arms to grab the bird.
You can use your arms to hold Mere gentle like hamburger.
Gentle like hamburger. Cradle like baby.
How far you have come.
Mir does not object. He just goes along with this.
How far
Adorable.
we've come from the eating bird jokes.
Oh, I have
God.
I have come to know that Misa is a good team.
Okay, and everything's packed, everything's done. I'm up a tree.
Make a athletics check, please. An athletics check.
That is a 27.
Yeah, that's good enough. You scoop up Mir, and you head upwards. Just kind of twining around a tree, and even if you couldn't do the weird freaking thing snakes do where they, like, grab onto stuff with their muscles, which is bizarre, you could just, like, do the thing snakes do where they make a coil, and then they stretch, and they make a second coil, and they squish. Like an inchworm.
Yeah.
Yeah, you could just do that. You've got enough body to do that.
So everything has been packed, and we are in trees.
Alright, because I made the others do it, make 2 more checks. Listen.
That would be a 17,
Okay.
and that didn't actually roll. All right, cool, thanks. Going to just re-roll that. That is another 17.
Okay. Just good enough. I don't think I would have let you get away with anything lower. All right. You
Hallelujah.
find your way. You find your way up a tree, and all of you are safely out of the path of the water, which, outside of Mir's 100-foot cube, has been steadily rising to a, quite frankly, unsettling depth.
Oh boy.
Definitely would have swamped you guys by now.
Cool.
It's actually very unnerving because by the time you were finished packing up, basically what you were in was just a cube where the walls are made of water
Horrifying.
that you could see flowing
Reverse.
around you.
Reverse aquarium.
Exactly. You're
If I have
Oh,
the
no.
time to,
a submarine.
before the spell ends, I'm gonna try and like gently let the water reset rather than just having it all crash down,
Okay.
just in case.
Yeah, for sure. You kind of let it sploosh down gradually instead of just quickly and violently, and it overtakes the place where you were camped, and your campsite looks as if it were never there. Congrats!
Wonderful.
You didn't die in my flash flood.
Well,
Yay.
We
we
solved
also
your flood puzzle.
covered our
Yay.
tracks real hard.
I don't know if I did that.
I mean,
I'm pretty sure the Triferium covered our tracks first.
yeah.
Yeah, they really did.
Way to
I think
go,
the
guys.
tracks
Have
are
fun.
my brain. Yes.
Make a wisdom saving throw.
Oh, joyous days. Oh. Oh, this is great. Wisdom?
Mm-hmm.
That's a 4.
-4. No, -6.
just
My bad.
4.
No,
Oh.
negative. Wait,
Oh.
negative.
It's a low number.
-6.
It's a negative. Oh no.
Yeah, nice.
This is
Okay,
fine.
good to know.
I'm just hanging on, like, clinging onto this branch for dear life. That's it.
Who are you looking at?
Probably the water.
That's fair.
Okay.
Wow, what a weird occurrence. JK, guys, it's funny.
You have no
This is
idea
fine.
that anything is wrong. So
Yeah, this is fine. It happens, you know?
you must act
I
completely
mean, other
normal.
than the weird storm thing, which
No, that was weird.
Yeah.
Real weird.
definitely did share that with the group.
Ah, alright. Yeah, Nyx will fly down as well and sort of cram himself into the roof of a tree somewhere as best as he can. He's not built for trees, he's a bit bulky for them, so it's not comfortable, really. He's a mountain
Misa
drake.
is also like bent over
Yeah.
Mir to protect her from as much of the rain as she can.
Aw.
Nurse and shield.
You are quite large and can keep a lot of rain off of a small bird.
That's the point.
should we set about figuring out like what time is it when all this goes down? It's like
Almost
midnight
midnight.
or something.
Well, there goes
Uh,
sleep.
We could just
say, do
sleep
we
in a
want-
tree.
Should we jury rig some way to make sure we don't roll out of the tree and get what rest we can?
Misa's just going to keep holding you since she doesn't have to sleep.
I was mainly concerned about Nyx, but yeah, because he's
Yeah.
large and not
He,
necessarily suited for tree.
He's not suited for tree, but he can kind of like wedge himself in some branches and like throw his limbs all over the place and kind of get to a point where he's probably not gonna fall.
And Each of our packs should have enough rope to, like, tie ourselves to the tree, like,
Yeah.
you know, Katniss Everdeen style. Tie yourself to the branch. And I hate that I had to make that reference, but here we are.
Hey, Hunger Games is good.
I have issues with it, but that's just me.
I like Hunger Games.
Also, at the time, I was also reading Divergent, and I was just so tired of young adult novels at the time.
Okay, that's because
That's
Divergent's not good, is the thing.
Divergent is bad.
It's so bad.
It's so bad.
I should, yeah.
So, you escaped the flash flood, and it continues to rain.
Make ourselves as comfortable as we can. Attempt to. Mira definitely wraps herself in a fisherman's blanket to keep warm.
Sure. Continues.
Cradle.
I will offer
You're
to
like-
share it with a Snursen, if a living Snursen who actually cares about cold, if need be.
It continues to rain for the majority of the night, but probably around 4 in the morning it lets up.
Also, I'm going to be honest, if this is like jungle monsoon, that's not cold water.
Nah, it's weirdly warm and gross.
No, because like the water's always like that. It rains hot, it's gross, it's nasty.
It's not enjoyable.
It's like if humidity was falling from the sky, which is basically what's happening.
Basically, yeah.
Zakra's not having a
Like-
good time.
No, I imagine not. This is the second bath he's
It's the
gotten in
second
days.
bath. Yeah. I was about to say.
He keeps trying to arrange it and do magic to keep the water off, but goddamn, there's just so much water.
There's just so much water. Get wrecked.
Rip in pieces, buddy.
Is
Where's Zakra?
just kind of wrapped around a tree branch.
We're having fun.
We're having a great time, guys.
Having
Fucking
a good
swell.
time. Having a good time. Wrong key, but it's...
No.
Yes. Alright. So, come the morning, you are free to continue your journey. The floodwaters have kind of subsided. There's still some standing water, like a bunch of it.
Misa
But
will
it could be
carry
worse.
Mir.
Who wants water walk?
Huh.
I think that lasts an hour. We could at least use it until we can find higher ground.
If there is any.
There
Yeah.
is. You are... Yeah, there is. The river
Cool.
has its own, its river valley. Its floodplains.
Yeah. Misa's just not going to let Mir down. It's just time to carry the bird.
Okay.
Okay.
So we're
I make
going.
myself comfy, and I give water walk to whoever needs it.
Okay, water walk is no, that's water breathing is 8 creatures. What's water walk?
I'm gonna say 6, but I will double check.
Someone can ride on Nyx.
Probably Kaimi.
1 hour.
I was
it's
going
not
to assume.
concentration. Sweet. Up to 10 willing creatures you can see within range.
Oh wow.
Alright.
Cool.
Everybody gets water walk.
Neat.
Baller.
Boy.
It's a little
Mir may
weird
still be being carried.
because it's walking on a very wobbly surface. It's like walking on a waterbed.
Now Misa really is sneezes.
Oh my god, you are. I think this has happened before.
It has.
Okay.
She doesn't. Misa doesn't so much have water walk as water scoot.
Yeah.
Water scoot. You could probably swim pretty decently. Snakes are good at that.
Oh yeah.
What aren't
Especially
snakes good at?
pythons.
I mean, if you'd rather
Nothing.
swim or walk through the water, you're welcome to. I just figured there might be some folks who wanna.
Yeah, no, I'm just thinking about how a snake body is actually very good for terrain travel.
Honestly, yeah, Misa will just... I don't think Misa liked the sensation of it last time. She'll just swim.
Okay.
It's not that much standing water. She's fine.
Okie dokie. Well, at least give water walk to Zakra, who is probably having a very bad time.
Yes.
A very bad fur day.
Upsetty spaghetti.
And maybe also Brom, just because he's shorter.
Yes.
You don't want to lose him under the water.
No, yeah, he needs that. All right, and you can pretty easily find where the ground rises to the point where the floodwaters couldn't cover it anymore, and after that, you are able to continue with ever so slightly more difficulty following the river downstream, because that leads you to Serpent Home.
Cool.
Oh geez, I hope the caves aren't flooded. Hopefully we're far enough away from the flooding to...
Karst caves are always... so they have a relationship with water.
Okay, they're always already slightly flooded, is what I'm hearing.
Yeah, they're formed only... They're created via water. And so there has to be water in them at all to exist. They can dry up later, but there's water. Long story short, yes.
Gotcha.
I think Mira was, or Skylark was mostly worried about them
Flooded completely.
completely filled.
There's a drain, though, is the thing.
Yeah.
So
Gotcha.
maybe they'll be flooded for a little bit, but they'll always become unflooded.
Gotcha.
All right. You do not get flooded again for the remainder of your journey. Another day passes, and you do encounter something else as you are moving through the undergrowth.
Oh, whoa.
Would everyone roll perception for me, please?
That's a no.
We're gonna try a different die this time.
Yeah,
See if I
same.
can manage not to roll a 1. Hey, that's good.
My metal pipe has been
Total of 19.
Okay.
Misa's not perceptive this session.
Alrighty, I got a very good
She's
number.
got her mind on other
27.
things.
Damn. Tiska, you are one of
Tiska sees all.
the folks who notices. Anybody who got an 18 or above sees this. You are moving along when you stumble across an animal trail. And it is only a few more meters into the undergrowth that you encounter several tapirs.
Babies!
Babies.
They're just tapirs.
Oh, I love them.
Friend-shaped.
They become very alarmed when you appear out of the brush and run off.
Understandable.
I can turn into a tapir now.
You
Congratulations!
And I will do so.
You become
Oh,
tapir.
no.
Now Tiska is friend-shaped.
Niska was always friend-shaped.
That's very true.
Exactly.
Tiska was always friend-shaped, but now she's tapir-shaped.
Tapir friend-shaped.
That's
a
right.
specific type of friend-shaped.
This is a new level. Compounded friend.
What?
Friend times 2.
Friend squared. Love it. That's all. That was the whole thing. That was the whole encounter there.
Good.
Good.
Fantastic.
Alright. Now, Misa. You were the one...
It was a major improvement from our previous encounter.
It was.
Yes.
Flash flood.
Get some snoofling done. Eat some bugs. Misa, you are the one who knows where the cave entrances are.
Uh-huh.
Roll me a survival check, please.
That is a non-natural 20.
Okay. You have been experiencing for the past 2 weeks how different this place is from when you last knew it. And you've been trying to use that knowledge to figure out exactly what the place you want to go will look like. Because you know it doesn't look the same. You know it doesn't look the same.
Yeah, it can't.
You know that the river's flow will have changed, and the landmarks that you use to guide yourself to it have probably been removed or erased by time and weather.
Yeah.
And you have been trying to figure exactly how to reach that location again, and you think you've got it. You think you've got it. Those are some good cats.
Huh?
It is on, let's say 15th day of travel that you say it is time to leave the river and go straight into the jungle to locate a small settlement which was basically just in existence to cover up the cave entrance, or to manage the cave entrance. That will lead into the underground that has an underground tunnel, which is a secret, which leads to the underground of Serpent Home.
Okay.
So on the 15th day, you guys leave the river behind. Alright. It is a several-day journey from the river itself to this settlement. Probably 2. It's not as far as you feared. And you actually stumble across it a little bit sooner than you'd expect. But that is not the first thing that you find on your journey. About a day into your trip, nearing sunset, you come across something you did not expect to find. And it kind of makes you feel a little strange. You are traveling and you find that there is a clear portion of the forest, which you didn't see coming. There's some kind of clearing ahead. What do you do?
Perception?
May I stealth and
Sure.
look at it?
I'm going to look from the tree line.
Okay.
It's not happening.
Damn.
I also perception,
Okay.
because I am better at that number.
Sure.
And I will be right back.
Well, that's not ideal, but it's still a 12.
Okay.
I do be sneaking up.
Okay. The open area is a ruin, which you didn't realize was going to be here. And it is primarily one singular area, and it looks to be an open amphitheater of sorts. You can see these sort of tiered layers of walkways leading down into this open area of ground, this paved place. And at the far end, there is built just a massive temple. Or it was built there. There's not a whole lot left of it. You can see there are sort of toppled columns in the rubble of what was once a roof. But what really catches your attention are 2 statues that flank this temple entrance. They are very old statues, very, very old statues. And one of them is of a coiled serpentine figure, which looks like it originally probably had like 7 or 8 heads. But unfortunately, they have been broken off. So it only has the stumps of those left. And a few of them have sort of metal bits bolted on, or large broken marks where they've been hit with weaponry or something. It's been deliberately defaced. The other one is a coiled figure whose statue has been almost completely destroyed. But you can tell that the basis of this figure was a serpentine one.
Did this used to be a Bashini statue?
I would assume tick, actually.
It should have been tick, yes.
Because that one would be Askasha.
The place is, at the moment, undisturbed. It's been a long time since anyone was here.
Misa's going to start looking around.
Same.
Sure, you enter the area and begin to look through the rubble. There's nothing here. It's just old stones. You do find a couple chunks of stone masonry which might have been some of the pieces of the destroyed statues, but after all this time, it's really difficult to tell.
Okay.
That's about it.
Would it be possible to... Never mind.
To
I'll walk
reconstruct,
up.
you think?
Yeah, I was considering trying to use, like, stone shape or something to try to
It would
restore
be
them.
so hard.
Yeah.
There is a look of violence on Misa's face.
I'm just gonna walk up and place a hand on both of them. Say, like, something under my breath, and then walk away.
You have to do them one at a time because they're flanking the entrance, which means they're probably about 40 feet apart. Because it's a big temple entrance. But yeah.
Is there anything inside?
No, it's collapsed.
Okay. No other way in?
Nope. Looks like the interior collapsed, so
Oh.
there's no temple to go into now.
Oh.
Misa will pray at the foot of both the statues. At one at a time, obviously.
Sure. These, as best as you can guess, are in fact, or were in fact, depictions of Askasha and Tick, respectively. You do not notice any sort of offerings here like there were back in Aura's Reach. At the little shrine
I'm gonna leave a coin underneath both of them.
Okay.
Okay.
This close
Mir will leave
to
a
the
little.
this close to the Triferium, Misa will leave nothing.
Mir leaves another stale bread roll for the one for Tick and thanks her for when we had hospitality in her realm. And hope that other people shall know our hospitality here soon.
Brick of copper. Are you doing something with it? Oh, okay. In front of which one?
Hunter hospitality.
Okay. You take the copper ingot that you've been toting about, and you leave it in front of the statue that once was an image of Tick.
I will take... I'm assuming there's like native flowers around here.
Mm-hmm.
And I'm going to use Druidcraft to grow one in front of each statue. An edible flower in front of the ruined Tick statue, and a toxic one in front of the Askasha statue.
Of course. Alright. Anything else?
Misa will pray and apologize for not being able to do them before she goes.
When we're human, thank you for the follow. Welcome to the Eyrie. I'm glad to have you on board. Alright. This place, despite its proximity to Serpent Home, it feels peaceful. even with the desecration of this temple, it still holds some kind of just an air of contentment, of understanding. All right, you moving on?
Yes.
All right.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Leaving that behind, you continue into the forest for another couple hours until your light is gone. And then, the next day, you stumble across the ruins of this little gate town. It is... there's nothing left of the town. The only reason that you know you're in the right place is because there was a specific landform, like a very odd hill, sort of. A cliffy, hilly area. And you can note that specific bluff poking out of the jungle, which requires a lot, because I don't know if y'all have ever tried to pick out one specific mountain in a jungle full of mountains. It's hard.
Yeah.
And not easy. They all look the same, dude. They all look exactly the same.
Yeah, it's just looking for it in reference to the town.
Yeah. And you actually stop at the wrong one first, before you find the right one. So you guys actually spend a couple of hours wasting time poking through undergrowth for ruins that aren't there. And it's only the second time that you are like, this is probably the right cliff, that you can uncover like some very ancient paving stones and whatnot. And it's more evident to you that Aura's Reach was probably magically preserved just by virtue of it being a temple city that was already steeped in magic prior to the fall.
Yeah.
So you have found the name of this small place. What was this place called, do you think? I'm going to let you name this because I think that it's kind of fun to world build as we go a little bit. So what was this place called?
All of us silent.
Oh, are we all contributing? I assumed
You
it would
can.
just be you.
Yeah, you can.
Well, was this like originally a temple city or?
It was just an outlying little gate town that managed an entryway to a small underground network of caverns, which was used probably for food storage, for any sort of odd food times, and had a connection to the undercity of Mother's Blood.
It would be Mother something. I would assume it
Mother's
would follow a
Grace?
theme.
Or
I was
trying to
thinking
think of
either
like
that or like
something nice
Mother's
to-
Clutch.
that might be. I was looking for like something that was like food storage related that didn't sound stupid.
Mother's...
Mother's Hold. Mother's Holding.
Mother's Holt might work.
Yeah.
Or Grasp, maybe? That'll do. What do you think about that?
Sure.
Yeah.
Mother's Grasp.
Works.
Alright. So this tiny place, which was once called Mother's Grasp and is now called nothing at all, unless you choose to call it something, is buried under waves of greenery and years of neglect. And you can only hope that the entryway to the underground is still functional. You will have to find out later, because it is at 10 p.m., and I think we will end the session there for tonight.
That's
Whoa!
What?
I will be back in just a few minutes. Let me go outro, and I will be back in a mo. Okay. Mother's Grasp. Motherland is Mother's sweet new kicks. Okay, sure. Come on, Koibot. Oh, is Koibot not working? No, there we go. Allow. Oh my god. Koibot's message got held because it says asshole in it. Alrighty. So when we're human, feel free to join our Discord server. We talk a lot about lots of fun things, and also about this D&D campaign, and anybody else's D&D campaign. Koibot always gets profanity filtered. I don't understand. Every time I allow it, and every single time Twitch is like, are you sure? Are you sure you want this robot to say the word asshole? Are you sure you're okay with that? And I'm like, yes. Yes, I am. Why do you keep asking me this? Oh my god. Okay, so yes, when we're human, please feel free to join the Discord. We will be happy to have you there. That's where I primarily do notifications of like, hey, we're doing a stream, or what have you. We also post a lot of great memes. You know, just for laughs. Okay, so I will be back next weekend for D&D. I don't know if I'll be able to do anything else. Typically I don't because I'm busy with schoolwork, but hey, maybe I'll get tempted into streaming something else as the week goes on. Alright, I will see you guys, if anything else, next Saturday. And until then, hey, good night, and as always, stay safe.